Here's your assignment. We never give assignments, but here they are. Lighten up. Stop worrying about everything. Be nice to yourself. Esther started a process, and it served her so well because she really felt something powerful when we began talking about unconditional love. So something would happen in business or with friends or with family or in her personal experience in some other way, some condition that wasn't the way she wanted it to be. So she wrote the condition on the top of the page. This condition sucks. And then she would ask herself the question, if this condition were resolved, or if it were not like it is, how would I feel? And she began writing a few words. I would feel sure, and I would feel better, and I would feel clear. And then she began realizing that what we were saying to her is, while she does not have the power in this moment to change that condition, she does have the power to demonstrate in her own experience those emotions. And after a few hundred times of identifying a condition that she was blaming for how she felt, and then just by writing the word fun, clarity, love, freedom, exhilaration, just writing those general aligning words, she was discovering the emotions that she thought she needed the condition to change in order to accomplish without the condition changing at all. Unconditional alignment. That's freedom. Humans worry, oh, Abraham, you're just teaching us to put up with stuff we don't like. Yeah. But not put up with it. Allow your vibration to be neutral, to be not pushing against it, to be ripe and ready for the inspiration. Because all those things that you want, all that stuff, and we know you don't just mean stuff, you mean conditions, and you mean all of that. But all of it, you want it because you believe you would feel better in the having of it. And we want you to show yourself that you can feel better without the having of it, and then you have it. That is just the trickiest thing. Esther argued with us about that for about 5 years. You guys should have set that up better. Are you saying to me that if I really want something, that my desire for something that I don't have is going to prevent me from it, and I have to just kind of chill out and not try so hard? And we say, yeah, you have to find a way not to have active within you your awareness of its absence. Because when your awareness of its absence is the most active vibration you've got, you can never receive the real revelation or realization.
So that's could be why this world of sensory reality, this world that the eyes can see and the ears can hear, feels lighter, more fluid, less relevant, more transient. It doesn't...
The reason that you're feeling that way, your eyes are interpreting vibration. Your nose interprets vibration. You are an interpreter of vibration. So what's happening through time and through focus upon this material, your vibration is generally and gently becoming more source-like. So you're beginning to see more of the world through the eyes of source more of the time. When you are in sync with who you really are and perceiving in a moment through that vantage point, indescribable.
Yeah, this is... I could go on and on, but I feel...
Well, this was a good conversation. This was a leading-edge conversation. We've gone to a place that we have not been before. And we want to recap because you all, whether it's your first time here or not, you are all up to speed with what just happened here. So let's talk about what just happened here. Your source energy in physical bodies, and you had plenty planned before you got here, that is all still available to you. You got here, you sifted through contrast, you put more in there, more details about what you want. And source became every bit of those details and is shining a vibration, shining a light, so to speak, about all that you have become. If you're feeling negative emotion in any moment, it's because you've become something that you're not quite letting yourself be. You're not ever going to feel good until you let go of whatever it is that's keeping you from letting yourself be it and be it. In other words, that was the go with the flow phase of our commentary. In other words, just let go. Let the vortex take you in. It will, you see. So now we're saying to you that there's so much that you are observing. That's why you feel like you got to go away for 11 days and deprive yourself of the sensory that is around you. There's so much that is around you. There are so many conditions that you are letting control your vibration. But you don't have to let the conditions control your vibration. You have the ability to do it, and it's a simple thing. It took Esther about a week to really get the hang of this, and the process was so simple. And then what we just described to you, and then one day, Esther was sitting out on the porch in Texas. She's looking out across the pool, looking at it through the eyes of Source, looking at some statues, some cranes that had been crafted by a magnificent artist who lives near here. So she's looking at these beautiful cranes and just turning inside out with her pleasure of them. And then at the pool and the water flowing and the oak tree and the cardinal sitting in the oak tree. She was turning inside out. She was in a state of rapturous bliss. It was indescribable, as you can tell, as she is even now trying to find words that help you sort of get a sense of how wonderful it all felt. And she sat there, and then it sort of subsided as her focus began to drift a little bit. And then she thought, Abraham, I need to talk to you about this, because are these not lovely conditions that are producing this emotion within me? Prettiest sculptures, most lifelike and beautiful anywhere on the planet. Isn't that the reason I feel like this? And this oak tree that is 200 years old, that the house was built around, isn't that a condition that is part of the reason I feel like this? And this swimming pool in its perfection, aren't these conditions the reason I feel like this? And we said, you felt like that before you perceived these conditions in this way. There's a big difference there. And she knew what we meant because she had never felt that way about any of these things before. Those cranes have been standing right there for 3 years. That tree has been there for 200 years, and she's been part of it for the last 7 or 8. In other words, the swimming pool's been there for 5 years. These things have been there for a long time. These conditions have been there for a very long time. And she never felt that way about them before, because she got to that vibrational state before she perceived them, you see. That's what you're talking about. Unconditional love. Finding alignment and then talking. That's why you're going away for 11 days. To find alignment and then go talk to people. Yeah.
Thank you.
Helpful?
Very much. Thank you.